Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to study about occurrence and extraction of metals. This topic are under CBSE Standard 10 syllabus from chapter number 3. So our today's topic is occurrence and extraction of metal. The meaning of occurrence is how it is available in the nature or how it is available in the earth crust. And extraction means whatever form we are getting from the earth crust of metal or its combined state, then how we are extracting metal from that. It is depending upon metal's reactivity. If metal is very reactive, then obviously it will be there in the combined state, it will be there in the compound state. And if metal is very less reactive, like gold and silver, they are very less reactive. We have seen earlier in our reactivity series that these metals are lying below all other metals. So these metals are less reactive, so they will be there in their natural state. They will not be there in combined state or they will not be there in compound state. So here the element or compounds which occurs naturally in the earth crust are known as mineral. So here what is the meaning of mineral? Mineral in broad term, any element we are getting from the earth crust, or if the element is very reactive, then they will be there in the compound form. So all these things what naturally occurs in earth crust are known as minerals. Now at some places means in social studies also we have studied that in India at some places there are mines of metals. So at some places you will see that this metal is in high amount. So how that can be possible? At some places mineral contain very high percentage of particular metal. So in this metal, any element will be there in mineral in very high percentage, and these minerals are called ores. Now how will you decide that this metal is present in very high percentage? When you are taking that particular ore and you are extracting it, so it should be beneficial to you that whenever you are extracting metal, it should be profitable. So in metallurgy, whatever the science of extracting metal is known as metallurgy. So whenever you are extracting a metal, so the process of extraction is very tedious, very large and very expensive. So if you are getting enough amount of metal from that ore, then only it will be profitable for any person. So when the percentage is very high and that extraction process is profitable, then those minerals are termed as ore. For example, bauxite. In bauxite, the percentage of aluminium is very high. So to extract aluminium from bauxite is very easy and it is profitable. So that's why we termed bauxite as an ore of aluminium. So this happens only at some places where some metals are in high percentage in earth crust. Then only we can term those minerals as a ore. So for each and every metal there is one particular ore, and we have given them a different names according to their ore, and impurities remain present along with that. So let us discuss more about ore. So let us now understand that according to the reactivity, how metal will naturally occur in the earth crust. So this is our reactivity series. As we are going down, so these metals are least reactive and these metals are highly reactive. So all this potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium, we always need to do electrolysis to separate them from their impurities and from their combined state. Now whenever I am saying it is remain present in their combined state, that means they are combined with any other element. That means if they have combined with sulfur, then it is termed as sulfide ore. When they have combined with oxygen, then that mineral is termed as oxide ore. This means we have to extract potassium or sodium or any one of this metal from its sulfide ore. So we have to separate them from sulfur. So this is termed as sulfide ore, and how we can pronounce this? Sulfide ore of calcium or oxide ore of calcium. Now they never found in their natural state, their native state or in free state. They never be available in free state. They'll always be in combined state because they are very reactive. And which process we are using to extract them? Electrolysis. Now these metals are highly reactive. Their reactivity is high. These are medium reactive metal. So zinc, iron, lead and copper, they are medium reactive metal. They are not very highly reactive as well as they are not least reactive. So we can extract them with a reduction by using carbon element. Now they are present in nature along with oxide, sulfur and carbonate. So their ore are oxide ore, sulfide ore and carbonates. So they are available naturally along with this element in a combined form: oxide, sulfide and carbonates. Oxides are along with oxygen, sulfide is along with sulfur and carbonates is along with CO3. Then silver and gold. Copper and silver are relatively active compared to gold. So sometimes they are in a combined state with sulfur and oxygen. So sometimes we get the ore in which they are remain present in a combined state. But generally gold, silver and copper remain in free state in nature. So in earth crust, these metals are available in their native state, in their free state. So here we are not discussing any method to extract them. So this is how we are getting all this metal in earth crust. Now let us understand, when we are extracting a metal, then which process we are following, and this extraction of metal is depending upon which impurity is present into them. So let us understand that. Ore. What is ore? A mineral in which one particular metal present in high percentage. That mineral is termed as ore. So we are guessing here that ore is a one particular mineral of a metal. From that we can extract our desired metal. So here, according to the reactivity of metal, these metals have been divided into three types: highly reactive metal, medium reactive metal and low reactive metal. So first we are talking about highly reactive metal. Earlier we have seen that potassium, sodium, calcium, all those are highly reactive metal. So when metals are highly reactive, which process we are following? We are following electrolysis and we will get a pure metal. Going towards a medium reactive metal, when medium reactive metal will be there are possibilities of two types of ore for that. First is carbonate ore, when a metal is combined with CO3. So that termed as carbonate ore. And second is when metal is combined with sulfur. So that ore is termed as sulfide ore. When carbonate impurities will be there, then we have to perform this process. It is known as calcination. When sulfide ore will be there, when sulfur is present along with our metal, then we have to perform this method. It is known as roasting. So it is depending upon which impurities are present in the ore, or we can say metal are combined with which elements. So according to that, we have to prefer a process of extraction or process of purification. If carbonates are present into that, then we have to perform calcination. If sulfurs are present into that, then we have to perform roasting. But when we are performing these two different things, we will get metal along with oxide. So we will get oxide form of metal. Even though carbonates and sulfide will be there, after performing calcination and roasting upon them, we will get oxide of that particular metal. After that, we will do a reduction that we have discussed earlier, that along with the carbon, we will reduce this oxide and we will get our pure metal. And some more steps of purification will be there, and then we will get our pure metal. Now when metals are of low reactivity, for example copper, silver, gold, then sulfide ore will be there. That means they present along with the sulfur compound will be there. Then we are performing roasting. So this is common. Whenever the sulfide ore will be there, we are doing roasting. Whenever the carbonate ore will be there, we are doing calcination. So here we are doing roasting and we will get a metal, and refining stage will be followed after that. So these are the steps when low reactive metal will be there. These are the steps when metals are from medium reactivity. For example zinc, iron and so on. And when metals are very reactive, then we have to perform electrolysis to separate them from their combined state. Going forward, we will discuss more about extraction of metal and how to do enrichment of ore. So don't forget to subscribe, learn yourself. I'll see you in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing.